All right, so I'm back home now after checking out the Leaf, and I've decided that I am going to bid on it. The auction starts tomorrow at 10 a.m., so I'm going to just make sure I'm available. Even though the auction starts at 10 a.m., that doesn't mean that's what time the Leaf itself is going to go live on the auction. It just means that's what time Jacksonville North, where I'm buying the Copart location I'm buying the car from, that's when the auction for all the cars that they're selling tomorrow starts. They're selling like 200 cars or more tomorrow. Depending on where the Leaf is in the queue of all those 200 cars, I mean, I probably won't actually start bidding on the live auction until like 10:30 or 11 or whenever it actually comes up. So I'm on Copart's site here. Just going to go through some things that I've found important. So this lot number up here is the number that you tell the people at Copart when you actually go to inspect the car in person. You give them this number right here, and that's how they know which car to pull out for you to inspect it. The lane/item number, that's as far as the live auction goes. That doesn't mean it's 2000th in line. It just has something to do with how they organize it at Copart. Now, something to note here, this is the title status. Murphy's making an appearance. How you doing, girl? She likes sitting on the speakers. So the title you can see here is salvage rebuildable. I don't care about that because I'm just stripping the motor and stuff out of the Leaf. I don't really care about the title. This right here shows you what the primary damage was. As you can see, it looks like a driver's side collision right here was the primary damage. The estimated retail value, now this isn't really important, but it can kind of let you gauge what the car is going to go for. Has key, definitely important. I haven't seen one pop up that doesn't have a key, but you definitely want to make sure it has a key so that you can go in and test everything like I did. Now the sale date is obviously important. You want to mark down this date. It might not say that. If the sale hasn't been scheduled yet, it might just say like future sale or something like that here. Just check it every few days. They'll put the sale date about 3 days before the sale actually starts. So you'll have a couple days to prepare and make sure you got everything in order. Now, run and drive, it sounds promising, but if you read the little description here, all it really means is 1, it's started, and 2, it was put into gear and it moved a little bit. It doesn't mean run and drive like you can pick up the car and just go drive it on the highway. That's not what it means. It means it like inches forward and goes into gear basically. And that goes along with up here at the top, engine starts and transmission engages. Those are good, both good signs, but you'll want to do like I did and go actually check out the car in person and, you know, just see if it goes into gear, doesn't make any weird sounds or anything like that. Now, as far as the actual live auction goes, so you can see the sale date is, in this case, it's tomorrow at 10 a.m. So if you go up here to auctions and click the auction calendar, you can see that tomorrow's date, the 25th. If I click on Jacksonville North, it pulls up basically all these cars are getting sold tomorrow at 10 a.m., that auction. So you can see all the way down here. If you scroll all the way down, here's the Leaf right here. So it's not going to be directly at 10 a.m. I'm going to start bidding on this thing. It just means that the auction itself starts at 10 a.m. And then whenever this actual car gets queued up, that's when I'm going to be able to bid on it. So I'll show you that when it goes live. So one last thing, you can see right here, current bid is $15 and it says winning on the top right. That's because I actually pre-bid on the auction just with $15 to make sure that my account was working and everything was in check. One other thing to note, you see it says seller reserve not yet met. So basically if the max bid only gets up to 900 and the reserve is at 1,000, you might not actually get the car even though you technically won the auction. So basically the seller at that point would be able to choose whether they want to sell you the car for 900 or not. So you might not get it if the reserve is not met, but you also might get it if the reserve is not met. You never know, you might get lucky. They might be feeling generous, but probably not. All right, so the auction is now live, and this is kind of what it looks like. You can see right here, item 2001 right here is this truck, which I don't care about. The Leaf is all the way down here, item 2278. So even though it's 10 minutes till the auction starts at 10 a.m., you can see that people are bidding on it. The Leaf is now up to 2,450. So hopefully it doesn't go much higher before the auction even starts. All right, 2 minutes left. You can see it's on 2276. I'm 2278 right here, so getting nervous. My heart's beating. Okay, the truck is ending. The truck just sold, let's go.
Auction starting.
Bid 31, 32, bid. Going all the way to like 5,000, we got plenty of time. Up to 34. We're at 45.50. It's going, man. We're at 46, we're getting there. I don't know, I might not get this one. I just bid 46.50. I think he's tapping out. Bid again at 47. I'm gonna waste his time now. We're just going 50 bucks each time. I'm winning at 47. It's going into overtime. We might get it. Bonus time. Here we go. Come on. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me at 47.
Sold.
Let's freaking go. Okay, I just bought it. 47 grand. Or thankfully not 47 grand. 4,005. I can't talk right now. My heart's beat. 4,700. Let's go. Step one completed. Now time to buy a 240. About 2 hours after I won the auction, my broker sent me the bill of sale with the grand total I owed. So here's a breakdown of all the fees I paid and the total that I paid. So the sale price, as you saw, was $4,700. On top of that, there was an environmental fee of $15, a virtual bid fee of $125, a gate fee of $95, a broker fee of $50, and a buyer fee of $750. That brings the net due to Copart to $5,735. Additionally, there was a wire transfer fee of $25. $350 went to my broker, which was Victoria Motors, and there was also a vehicle document shipping with tracking fee of $25. Also, you have the Florida taxes and title, which came out to $624.95, and there was a $100 processing fee. This brings the total payment due upon receipt to $6,759.95. There was one last fee, a transportation quote of $85. This transportation fee was actually a little less than I expected, but thankfully I live about 30 minutes away from the Copart lot that the car was at, so transportation from the flatbed wasn't actually that expensive. So this brings the grand total to $6,844.95. That is the total that I paid for the Nissan Leaf. So if you want to break down just what I paid in fees, you take the total of $6,844.95 and subtract the $4,700 that I paid just for the car. This gives you $2,144.95 just in fees. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, gee, that kind of sounds like a lot of fees. Well, that's because it is. Copart had a lot more fees than I expected, but it is what it is. I paid it and it's over with. But if I was to do it again, I would honestly check more on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, junkyards, things like that, just so that I could avoid all these fees. You could get a much better deal on a car, I think, if you found one just from a private seller or a junkyard. I will say, though, the nice part of using Copart was how quick and seamless the process was. Alright, I think it's been like 2 days. The Leaf showed up on a flatbed trailer while I was at work. So thankfully my roommate was here to paperwork and everything and get this thing unloaded.
Vlogging. Oh, vlogging. So bright. Huh?